We just learned how to use the autocorrect tool or function. As a brief recap, the autocorrect tool is used to change a wrong spelling of a word to the correct spelling of that word automatically by the computer. Let us go to our next point. We look at the autocomplete editing tool. You notice that when you are typing a word, you see something appear above what you are typing. That thing that you see is called a tooltip. The tooltip normally suggests to you that you are trying to type that particular word that it displays. So if you accept that word, then you must press the enter key. If you don't accept it, you can press the escape key or continue typing. Therefore, as per default, MS Word's configuration, the application is set to display the autocomplete suggestion every time you try to type the most obvious word that are mostly used while typing. Examples are January, February, Monday, to name a few. When MS Word displays the autocomplete suggestion, the words can be completed simply by hitting the enter key. If not, you press the escape key or continue typing. So just understand that the autocomplete tool gives a word which in a tooltip form which we can accept or reject. The moment we accept, the program completes the word that you are trying to type for you. That is when you press the enter key. It completes. If I type JAN, let me show you as an example. Okay, so you see that January has appeared here. You notice. So press enter to what? Insert. So if I accept that this is the word I'm trying to spell, then I'll press the enter key from my keyboard. And you notice that the computer has automatically completed the word for me. That is the autocomplete tool or function. Let us move on. We come to the find and replace tool or editing tool. We can also call it as find and replace function. The find function is used in identifying instances of a word that is typed. To explain what an instance is, an instance is one word that we have typed in the document. Instances refers to that same word that has been typed several times at different locations within the same document. So for instance, if I have typed Kofi in paragraph 1, that is an instance. If I type Kofi in paragraph 2, that is an instance. If I type Kofi in paragraph 10, that is an instance. All of them put together, all the Kofis put together forms the instances. So if I want to identify a particular word and the particular places that that word is found within the document, then I would use the find function. The replace function is used to identify each instance of a word type and puts another word in its place. In other words, the replace function is used to identify the instances of a word and change those words with another word. So, for instance, if I have typed school about 5 times in a document and I want to use college instead of school, then I would need to use the replace function, because the replace function will now remove the schools and put college in their place. Let us look at how we make use of the find tool or function. Step 1. Click the arrow on the find button on the editing group, or you can press Ctrl and F keys on your keyboard. Step 2. Click Advanced Find on the drop-down menu that appears. Step 3. Type the word you want to find in the Find What box in the Find and Replace dialog box. Step 4. Click the Find Next button on the dialog box. Step 5. To find the same word at another location, click the Find Next button again. Step 6. Follow steps 3 and 4 till you are able to locate all the instances of the word. Then step 7. When you are done, you click the Cancel button. Let us have a demonstration. Alright, let me see if we can find a word that is frequently used here. What word is a word? A word. Let me see if... Okay. We have Christ here. Let us use the word Christ and see. So let's go to home. So the first step is to click this arrow. And then you click Advanced Find. Then you type the word. We just want to identify a word and the various locations that that word has been used. So we type, let's say, Christ here. So let's click Christ. We have the first instance. Oh, unfortunately we have typed Christ only once in our document. Okay, let's try and let's find the word him. So click here, come to advanced find him. So type it here. In search, we find the second instance here. Alright, we have the third instance here. It forms a part of the himself. We have another him here. So this is another instance. That is another instance. We have another instance here. Another instance. Okay, so each time, so the find function will find each instance that has been typed of that word in the document. So when we are done, we just click the cancel button. Okay. Alright. So that is how we make use of the find function or tool. Let us look at how we make use of the replace, find and replace. Or you can say the replace function. Let us look at the procedure. Step 1, click the replace button on the editing group. Step 2, type the word or sentence you want to change in the find what box. Step 3, type the new word or sentence you want to substitute with a replace with in. Sorry, let me reread that. Step 3, type the new word or sentence you want to substitute with in the replace with box. Step 4, click replace all to replace every occurrence or instance of the word, or click replace to only replace the currently selected instance of the word. Step 5, click the cancel button to complete. Let us have a demonstration. Okay, let me find video. Good. So the first step is to click replace button. Then you type the word that you don't want to use anymore in the find what box. So here I want to replace video. I want to get rid of video, and in video's place I want to put motion picture. So wherever the computer finds video, it should delete video and put motion picture there. Okay, so let's start. Find the first one, so replace. So what will happen is it will first of all find the word, and then after finding the word, then it will put the new word, delete that word, and then put a new word or phrase there. So replace. So you see that it has identified the first video here. So let me type replace here. So you see what, instead of video you see motion picture here. Let's replace, so it finds the next one and then replaces. But this one is tedious, so instead of going one after the other, I can just click replace all, so that it will replace all videos at once with motion pictures, so I don't need to go over and over again. So when it is done, it will tell me all done. We made 5 replacements, so it identified 5 instances of the word video and put in their place motion pictures. Okay. So let's see here. You see that motion pictures is here, motion pictures is here. You can find it several places. Alright, I hope you've gotten how we make use of the find and replace tools. Then we come to the thesaurus. Now the thesaurus, or some people pronounce as a thesaurus, is used to find and replace synonyms or antonyms of a word. Let's say you are typing a document and you've noticed that you've been repeating that word over and over and over again, and you are tired, you don't want to type that word again, you want to use a new word, but you don't know which word that can replace that particular word that you have typed several times. That is, you want to replace a word with a synonym. Or in some other instances, you may want the antonym of that word, but you don't know what the antonym is. That is where this function comes in. It helps you identify synonyms of a word and put those synonyms in place of those words, or antonyms of a word and put those antonyms in place of that word. Let us look at how we make use of the thesaurus. Step 1. Right-click the word to be replaced. Step 2. Go to synonyms on the context menu that appears. Step 3. Click the preferred synonym or antonym on the flyout menu. Let us look at how you go about it. No, not this one. Okay, so let's assume in this document we have used motion several times. We want to use a synonym of motion in its place. So what will we do? We can right click the word, then go to synonyms, then you see that we have suggested synonyms of the word here on the flyout menu, as you can see. So which one is more appropriate? You have to choose the more appropriate word. So I may use Q. Okay, so the moment I choose Q, Q replaces the word. I want to replace the word example with another word. So I'll right click in the example, and then we have synonyms here. So some of the synonyms of example are instance, sample, specimen, case, illustration, case in point, model, pattern. So I'll choose the first one, which is instance. So what do you see here? In place of example, we have chosen the synonym and replaced it. So we have for instance here. Okay, coordinated. Let's right click. What's synonym? Harmonized, matched. Okay, so let me choose matched. Yeah, so your document matched. Okay, all right. I hope you have understood how we make use of the thesaurus. Okay. Let's move on. We will soon be ending. We have inserting symbols, which will be the last one. In the course of typing a document, you may want to type certain symbols. You can identify some symbols on your keyboard, but in certain situations, not all the symbols are there. If you want to type symbols that are not found on your keyboard, Microsoft Word allows you to do that. So how do we insert symbols into our document? The procedure is given to us as follows. Step 1. Click at the place you want to insert the symbol. Step 2. Click the Insert tab. Step 3. Click the arrow on the symbol button. Step 4. On the drop-down menu, click the preferred symbol. Step 5. If you cannot find the symbol you are looking for on the menu, click the More Symbols option on the same drop-down menu. When you do so, the Insert Symbols dialog box appears. Step 6. Scroll through the available symbols and click the one preferred. Step 7. Afterwards, click the Insert button on the dialog box and then click the Close button. Let us look at how we insert symbols. Okay, so we have 4,000 here. We have typed 4,000, and we want to, let me put GH here. We want to insert the CD sign into this particular place, but you know we cannot find CD sign on our keyboard. So how do we insert the CD sign? Step 1, you click there where you want to insert the symbol. Step 2, you click Insert. Step 3, you click this arrow and you see that you have a number of symbols shown to you here. If the symbol is here, you click it, but if it is not here, then you click more symbols. So over here you have various symbols here. You notice that we have the CD sign here, so I'll click it, and then I'll click insert, and you see that the CD sign has appeared here. Once I'm done, I'll click close. Okay, so you can scroll through. If you scroll up, you see that we have so many symbols available, so you just look out for that symbol and just click it. Okay, and then when you've inserted your symbol, you just click the close button. So we end our lesson on editing. The next time we meet, we shall discuss formatting. I implore you to find time and practice, because Office Suite is about getting the skill, not just about the knowledge. I wish you a blessed day.